Good morning, welcome to Bradford. Must apologise for Bradford. So, just been to hospital. Not poorly. Somebody's having a procedure. That's what you call it when you're tech, you know. Yeah, there's so many different stories when you go in. Texas Radio Comedy, how are you doing? Good morning. Let's make you a mod. Right, so went to deliver somebody to Math Pig. Good morning, you're up early. To hospital, and it's chaos. Everybody's got a different story, to be honest. More Moose Girls Corner. Hello, Moose Girls Corner. Where's my chuffing car? Did you happen to show up in my chat yesterday? I did pop in and say hello in your chat. I happened to. Up at 6:45, new job. Yeah, I was up early this morning. I didn't get in until really late. Shirley Rodriguez. Good morning. Good morning. So yeah, got in late, and then I had to get up at stupid o'clock. And doesn't it drive you nuts when someone wakes you up 10 minutes before your alarm clock goes off? Mary does that. She goes, "You'll be needing to get up in a minute." I'm like, do you really need to do that? Get a grip. You don't really need to wake me up 10 minutes early. I've got an alarm clock that wakes me up at exactly the right time. That's the beauty of alarm clocks. They wake you up when it's time to get up. Whoa. Might have to reverse a little bit here. This place is horrid, right? I don't know if anybody knows Bradford at all, but man, it's not a nice place. Glad I don't have to live here. I'm glad I don't have to live here because I'm posh, you know. So should I put my seatbelt on? World's not blue outside, it's dark. I was so hoping it was you and not someone using your name. I think we're past that now, people using my name. I think so. I think that's finished. God, I got some I used to get some trolls using it, and I got a few guys setting up like fake God the Good One accounts. But right, we're off to McDonald's. I need a drink. Have I got any tissue? I'm well not organised, and I think I'm going back to bed, you know. I think I am going back to bed. I want a Happy Meal, please. Okay. Do you know what I got other day? I got somebody bought me what are they called? A Kinder egg. You know, you get like a little toy in it. They're chock-a-doobie. Does that make sense to anybody? Chock-a-doobie. When Kinder first started, there was like this fat, ugly-looking egg man and he went, "Oh, Kinder mit toy," which is German for Kinder with a toy. And he went, "Oh, chock-a-doobie." I don't know what chock-a-doobie means, but it sounds brilliant. Raymond Doolan, good morning. I get them for my kids. Yeah, the chock-a-doobie. Oh, mit toy. The toys are always really crap as well. The toys look like they've been designed by Bavarians. Raymond, why are you deleting things? Oh, back again. Don't just pull out on me, son, because I'm going down here. I've once drove up this roundabout and I didn't realise it was there, and a car were coming right roundabout and nearly hit it. Short story that. There's a short story. So we're in Bradford. Bradford's horrible. It's like the forgotten town. The government, or maybe the council of Bradford, don't look after it very well at all. See that place in front of us where it says Swift Kitchens and Bedrooms? That used to be a pub. I once came back from a racing trip and we all went in there. It was really nice. Look at state on it now. Pink Lady Luck, good morning. Hi, and so sorry, my keyboard was being touchy and I am so ready for spring. Spring! You're driving on the wrong side of the road. Oh my god, do we really need to tell this story? I'll do a short version of this story, right? Right, once upon a time there was this place called England. No other places existed, right? We hadn't found or discovered anywhere else other than the English, right? And then these Roman guys, proper knobheads, came to England and took England over. Then they spread to Scotland, then they spread to Northern Ireland, and then they spread to Wales. Forget Southern Ireland, we've got rid of them. And then they took over, bullied us a little bit. We weren't very happy, weren't the Brits, but fair enough. We've been taken over by the Romans. They invented this thing called the wheel, right? Gathered everybody around. It's like, come on lads, gather round. We've got this thing to show you. They came round and they went, look, we've got this thing to show you. It's the wheel. And British people went, that'll never fucking work. That's a stupid idea. They went, no, watch. Put it on a cart, and got these British guys to wheel this cart up an hill, and everybody went, that's amazing. They went, we haven't stopped there. Look at this. If you tie a horse to your cart, it will pull your cart. And we call this a cart. And we were like, oh, that's amazing. Anyway, before you know it, just like everything, every bugger's got one. Every bugger's got an horse and cart. There's so many of them, they're bumping into each other. Can't find parking spaces. Roman said, don't worry about it, we're more clever than you Brits. And they said, we're going to put a line down the middle of this road, and you can all drive on this side, which we called the left side. We were like, amazing balls. That is amazing. So, Romans invented driving, all done on left. Amazing, right? Then, years down the road, Math Pig's here, he'll vouch for this, right? Because he's from Ireland. Irish people are like, you're not giving us enough potatoes. I'm like, you what, mate? But we want more potatoes. I'm like, shut up with your complaining. They were, oh, we're going to find another land. We're going to find a newfound land. So like, yeah, go on then, bugger off. So they plonked a load of people on a boat, sailed around the world for ages and ages, and then they found this place, right, called America. It weren't called America then. Irish got there, stuck a big Union Jack in it and went, we found America! And there were some Indian dudes there. They were like, hang on a minute, we live here. And they went, oh no, we found it, and we're going to call it America. They're like, that's not what it's called, and we already live here. And Irish lads were like, no bejeebers, we found the new promised land, and it's going to be the land of culture, and we're going to be the land of the free. Anyway, Irish lads started settling in New York, which is the name they stole off Old York, which is much better. And then they said, oh, we need to settle these horse and cart things that we had before back in Ireland. They were brilliant. They were brilliant, so they were. And so they set it all up, and they went, what side that Romans told us to drive on? And they went, doesn't matter, we'll choose the right side because everybody's right-handed. So they did that. Then English came over and went, what's going on here then? they went, oh, we look at his new road system. I went, yeah, it's pretty good, but you're driving on the wrong side of the road. And they went, no, forget about that. Look at his giant woman with some scales and fire. I went, yeah, that's pretty good, but you know you're driving on the wrong side of the road. Anyway, Irish goes, no, bejeebers, will you leave it with the driving on the wrong side of the road bollocks? And we're like, you can't, somebody's going to have an accident. No, bejeebers, oh, we're not having it. No, we will never. And then they said, we want independence from the British. We're like, well, fucking have it. Have it if you want it. They had a fight against each other for independence because we'd like gone. We were like, oh, this is bollocks. Let's go. Let's go back to proper York. Anyway, so story goes, Romans invented driving and it were on left. Irish took it to America, fucked it up, made it on right. But the good side of that story is that in America, the world's big, which is what you need. Every country needs. Yeah, that's the short story. When I come to America next year, right, I'm gonna do a tour of seeing the world's biggest things. I have found the world's biggest peanut, and that's sort of on its way. Dimebag Darren, good morning. I don't know if they were dyslexic. Spastic, that's what they were. I got told off, didn't I, over a week, because Becky don't like me saying spastic. I'm not in right lane here, am I? Oh, this'll do. This is a pretend lane. Yeah, Becky don't like people saying spastic. Spastic. Anyway, that's the story of driving on left. That what short story. Long story is about like being on boats and everything and naming all the places after good places, but they weren't quite as good, so they just called it new. Geo Sam, what part of America are you visiting? Well, I'm going to fly to a place called Atlanta, which is sort of below Washington. I'm quite good with maps usually, but America's new to me. I think it's below Washington, and we're going to go to Area 51, because obviously that's what you do. You go to Area 51. Then we're going to go to Nashville for a couple of days, because I like music, and Mary's going to have to stomach it. Then we're going to Westboro Baptist Church, which is always good for a visit. Georgia, the south. Yeah, we're going like down there. We're in Nashville. I want to do like, I don't know if I want to do Mississippi, but somebody says I should, and I don't know why. We're going to go to Nashville. Not going to go to Elvis Presley's house because it's a complete swindle. And I did look at it and I thought, you fucking kidding me? I'm not paying 85 quid to go look at some fat dead guy's shit rock and roll pub. Where else are we going? We're going panning for gold. Yeah, Westboro Baptist Church, that's going to be good. Hang on. Cash card. There we go. Come on. Oh, can't sing that anymore, can you? I'm going to go to Vegas. I'm going to go to Hollywood, throw bricks at famous people's houses. What else are we doing? Grand Canyon. Grand Canyon. She said Rocky Mountains, but I've seen mountains. I live in mountains. Lovable Road, good morning. Can I have a cappuccino? Yeah. A Diet Coke? Yeah. And a muffin and jam, please. That's it, thanks. Cheers. Westboro Baptist Church. They protested my cousin's military funeral. He was killed in the war. They praised his death. Yeah, they're fucking morons. The reason why I'm going is because I'm going to do my own little protest against them. So that's why that's happening. HH, double sausage and egg McMuffin, you would have thought, but I didn't. He's at Tim Hortons. Hiya. Cheers, I'll stick up my card, tar. Thank you. See ya. It is a bit blurry, isn't it? I think it's that screen on outside. Let's see if I can clear it up a little bit. That didn't work. I'll move you over a little bit. Yeah, they're morons. That's all. God, there are lots of people reaching out to you in Vegas. You're going to be very busy. Well, I'll hand a few cards out. I don't want them contacting me though. I'm not into that. How could you not? I'm on a diet. So, Spud Lee, good morning. Good day. Stay warm, mate. Do you know what? It's not too cold today. It's 10 degrees. Last couple of days it's been -2 and -4. I'm gonna have to go to McDonald's now. Sorry. So it's not good for you. Don't come. The food is poison, really. It's just making people, lazy people, fat. Should I put my card away? Where did I put my wallet? Hiya. Cheers, Tat. Can I get a sweetener, please? Yeah. Cheers, mate. Thank you. See you later. It is a little bit cool, but it feels hot because we've been used to wrapping up like Eskimos recently, and now all of a sudden you don't need to wrap up. Look, nobody in car park here. All these shops are going to be shut forever. That was a sneeze. I ain't got corona, I just sneezed, alright. Where's all bins? Oh, there's one. Oh, I'll tell you what, we'll come back to the bin after I've eaten my shit. This car park would be full usually. 33 in the shade here in centigrade, that's good. Gomez Adams. Yeah, the Westboro Baptist Church thing, I've sort of been a bit of a follower of that for a bit, right? Well, not a follower like I love them, been like following their Menston plight of nutcases on. But me and Mary are going to go and we are going to protest the Westboro Baptist Church. Are Brits allowed to do stupid shit in America? I don't know, but it's I'll enjoy it. I hope they've got a gift shop. God is great, God is good. Thank you, God, for the food. Oh, that's very kind of you. KDGL, aka King Daddy Gaming Lounge. Thank you very much for your contribution to our channel. That's very kind of you. All right. So yeah, I'm gonna go panning for gold as well. If I don't find loads of gold, and I saw this thing where these people went to a cowboy town and bought a full cowboy outfit. And I said to Mary, I said, we're doing that. We're going to buy proper yeehaw cowboy outfits. She said, I'm not doing it. I said, well, you're not coming then. She went, well, I'll buy a cowboy hat. I said, right, well, that's a start. That's a start. I've talked her into getting a cowboy hat. So thank you very much for your contribution to my channel. That will go towards a cowboy hat for Mary. And then I could wear it while I'm panning for gold. And if I find some gold, I can throw it in air and go, woo! We're not going to Graceland. I can't bear Elvis. Mary likes Elvis, right? And so we looked it up. If you want to go to Graceland, it's $85 to go into Graceland, right? But you don't even get to go in the studio. If you want to go into the studio and stuff, then it's $180. I'm like, really? I don't even like him. I could go see Tom Jones for $180 when I get to Vegas. Or the Scorpions. Proper hat and boots are very expensive. Oh. I don't want the boots though. I'm into my trainers. Tom Jones has Alzheimer's. I'm not paying for that. He might forget to turn up. Dimebag, I love the Scorpions too. If Scorpions are playing Vegas and the choice is the Scorpions or Tom Jones, I am definitely going to see the Scorpions. They are a mean show. Crazy World Tour, Scorpions Crazy World Tour was the best gig I've ever seen. Def Leppard's Hysteria Tour was amazing, but Scorpions Crazy World Tour were better. I saw Scorpions first doing Blackout. Gomez, you'd love the Scorpions live. They're amazing. Scorpions Blackout in Bradford. Can you imagine that? Nobody tours in Bradford. There's no bands look down the list and go, where do we need to go? Do you know where we need to go? Bradford. Nobody does that anymore. They look and they go, we'll go fucking round there. Leave that place. It's a proper shithole. I saw Love at First Sting tour. Wow. Wow, you are showing your age. We nearly had a blackout. God, I saw them before you. You are a baby. They're amazing live. I know, like, I understand where I sit in the world of guitar, right? I understand what kind of guitarist I am, and when I talk about my favourite guitarists, I talk about like Paul Gilbert and Steve Vai and people like that. But Matthias Jabs is in my top 10 all-time guitarists. He's incredible. I have seen them since Ole Roth's an amazing. Is he still alive? He looked old when he was 16. I play bass badly. Funny thing is bass, isn't it? Because guitarists who don't know think they can just pick up a bass guitar and play bass. It's nothing like it. It's just a completely different instrument. I'm a good vocalist and used to have a Scorpions UFO Michael Schenker cover band we called Savage. Michael Schenker's good, isn't he? I've met Michael Schenker. He's really, really grumpy. I've met him twice. So you get benefit of doubt after the first one. First one, walked into a bar and UFO went in there and Michael Schenker were there. And they'd hired the bar out for themselves personally. I didn't know that. Well, I sort of knew. I knew we weren't supposed to be there, but I was like, we need to get a drink. Me and my boys need to get a drink. And walked in and Michael Schenker goes, yo, get the fuck out. I'm like, oh, I just need a drink, mate. He goes, get out. We all started laughing and we're like, yeah, Michael Schenker told us to get out of a bar. Like, that'll do for me. And then another time I went to see him and he's just a rude little bastard. I'm fun to see he played in Tiny Intimate. Yeah, he did. Where did he play? We went to see him at Home Firth Theatre. Like, where's that? I grew up in Van Halen days. Eddie Van Halen's amazing. I can't damn well type Savage Amusement. Too bad he's a douche. Yeah, he's a complete bellend. Will be, good morning. Pink Lady Luck, lol. Uli, I mean. I know you mean. Is it pronounced Uli or Uli? The 80s was the best, it was. Late 80s and first half of 90s, that's when music were at its best. Because I've been brought up with guitarists, and they'd be like, 70s what best era for guitars. It weren't. Back end of 80s was just, that's when people recreated guitar. Sad day when he passed, yeah. Tamsy! We're all good, thank you. Little baby Jesus has just gone in for an eye operation. So I've left him at this hospital in horrible Bradford. But, yeah. Billy Idol, I love it. My mate punched Billy Idol in the face because Billy Idol tried it on with his girlfriend. He were in a band called, I think they were called Generation X. Anyway, Billy Idol tried it on with his girlfriend and Tom punched him in the face. I worked with a great guitarist called Adi Golick, who had a band called Scarred, a biker rock band. One day on his way to his girlfriend's front door, someone shot him in the gut. Jesus. Dave Gilmour is amazing. Dave Gilmour can make a guitar talk. Oh, Dire Straits were good. Dire Straits, they weren't called Dire Straits though, but saw Mark Knopfler in Leeds, at the Queen's in Leeds. He carried all his guitars in himself under his arm. He had 6 guitars with him. I just remember that. Mark Knopfler had 6 guitars and he weren't famous. And they actually asked one of my friends, who's died now, to become their drummer, and he turned them down. He said, nah, I'm in a band that's going places. I was a teenager in the 80s. Music without its peak. So much great bands to watch. It would Billy Idol's sister. Is it true that Billy Idol's sister is Kim Wilde? No, it's not. I can see that makes sense though. Thank you, Tamsy. I will pass it on to him. ZZ Top, great. The ZZ Top movie is good as well. Look at this place. Look at how quiet it is. Mad, isn't it? Oh yeah, Brothers in Arms is an incredible song. Should I learn a cover of Brothers in Arms? You know, I'll destroy it. These fields of destruction. Ghost Flowers, good morning. Give us better video. Yeah, go on then. Anyway, I've got to go home, so let's drive to my house. That's an amazing song, isn't it? They were quite young, were Dire Straits, when they did that. Here's home now to me. Can't forget Ozzy. Are you snowed in? Woohoo! Snowed in. It's exciting. Snow's exciting. You're not snowed in. You live in Australia or New Zealand. Doesn't New Zealand get snow? Kim Wilde is a gardener now. She still does gigs though. Oh, in Michigan. Oh, and who said there was snow? Oh, Ghost Flowers have said there was snowed in. Sorry, I thought Tamsy said she was snowed in. Well, Tamsy's probably never ever seen snow. A home now to me. My cat loves God. Yay! Meow, 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 meow. Come here. Our brothers in arms. Hendrix is not, I disagree. Hendrix is not the #1 guitarist in the world. It's just he did something amazing. He sort of invented heavy metal. He sort of invented heavy metal, did Jimi Hendrix, and feedback, and it changed the world, didn't it? It changed the world of rock. These fields of destruction, a home now to me. Ooh, but my heart's in the lowlands. Yeah, without Jimi Hendrix, music would have been as disco-y and as boring as Kiss, I Was Made for Loving You. You're buffering. Sorry about the buffering. Every day we're buffering. It's Bradford, isn't it? It's crap. I've got my big coat on and all. Proper big coat with fluff round head. These fields are I can't get Brothers in Arms out of my head now. That's mental. You know, like when you speak to guitarists, nobody mentions Rolling Stones ever. Are you north or south of the island? In online gaming I've been playing for years. My online name is Your God's God. Right, let's get home. Da, 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 da. Skoda garage there. Can you remember when Skodas were rubbish? They make very good cars now, don't they? That's interesting, God. Yes, I know, it's interesting. So does it snow in New Zealand then? What's that about? If it snows in New Zealand, what do crocodiles do that week? Have they got like crocodile jackets? They hate it. They're like, oh, this is shit. Keith Richards is good, but he's not Joe Satriani, is he? He's Keith Stiff Little Fingers. He's the oldest looking man on the planet, isn't he? honestly, Keith Richards, what? Like, he's paggered. How do you get a face like that? New Zealand is near Antarctica. Ah, yeah, there you go. Yeah, that makes sense. You are at the bottom, aren't you? The bottom, not at the top. I didn't know. Didn't realise. I surf with aliens. That were sort of when I decided what type of guitarist I was going to be. When we worked downstairs in a warehouse, and this guy brought in Joe Satriani's album, and he put it on. I'm like, I have no idea how he's making these noises, but that's what I'm going to be. And that were it then. It became the guitar floor. And girls used to go, can we put Radio 1 on? Like, no! Please put Radio 1 on for us. No! But today we're listening to Metallica. It hasn't even got a tune. I don't give a fuck. It's Metallica today. And they're like, please, Mr. God, please can we have some disco music on? Like, no! Today is Soundgarden! Police somewhere? Police, who's going to get points for spotting police first? I can hear them, but I can't see them. Where are you, policey, please? There has been a lot of COVID police out recently, right? Where is it? Where's the chuffing police car? I can hear it, but I can't see it. There has been, oh, it's an ambulance, it's coming behind me now. There has been loads of COVID police out. £200 fines left, right and centre, there we go. Doing the right thing. Are we really at the bottom though? Yeah, you're really at the bottom. You're like the bottom. Sometimes when we're doing like geography in England, we do Europe and we'll go, and that's Europe. And then we'll go, and now where else is important? They go, this is America. These fuckers think they're the most important people on the planet, so you need to know about them. And then they'll show you Russia, and then they go, and there's some other countries down there. We're like, what other countries, miss? And they go, just other countries that no one cares about. We're like, which other countries? You know, shit stuff like Malaysia and New Zealand and Sri Lanka. I'm like, what about them countries? Well, we're not telling you because there's no need. Okay. Same ambulance siren as in Boston. My mate lives in Boston. He moved overnight. His boss said, would you like to go live in Boston? And he went, yes. And he went, good, because you're going tomorrow. Boston. Moved to Boston. Big house and a swimming pool. Yeah, that's the thing as well. You're right there, Tamsy, because Australians, they go, oh, we're sending me a message. Oh, the Australians, they go, yeah, look at us, we've got surfing, we've got Bondi Beach, and everything's good in Australia. We've got Ayers Rock and all that. And they go, and what else is going on down there? They're like, nothing. There's no other countries anywhere near us. Nothing. No, don't look at anything else. Even on Australian Globe, they've Tipex New Zealand out. It's grim, isn't it? proper rude. Rude. And surely all people from New Zealand, when they go away, get called Aussies. All of them. Definitely, they all get called Aussies. I just, Tamsy, is that right? And can you all tell difference between each other's accents? Like in England, we have like 15 accents that are all seriously different. There'll be some English accents that nobody can understand, won't they? I'm a Canadian, and I usually get caught between Kiwi and Aussie. No way! I would have thought that Canadians would get called Americans. I would have thought. Scousers, yeah. Nobody can understand Scousers. I still get called an Aussie. Yes, our accents are different. Similar but different. All right. Yes, Scousers. Nobody can understand Scousers. I've got family from Liverpool, and if I'm hanging out with proper Liverpudlians, I have to stare at them. I'm like, what's going on? And Glasgow, proper Glasgow accents. That is mental. Glasgow, I once in a 15-minute conversation in Glasgow, and I just spent all the way through it going, I don't know what he's saying. I can't understand what he's saying. And I'm sure they were doing it on purpose, because I was English. I'm sure they were going, like, what the fuck are you saying? Anyway, I've had a few hours sleep last night. It's been a long night. We drove around West Yorkshire last night. I didn't get in until very late. Mary woke me up about fucking 10 times. Don't miss your alarm clock, which I'll advise. This is a bit of advice for anybody, right? Oh, police car behind me. And I know this is a police car. Watch this BMW coming past here, look, this grey one. There, look. I know that's a police car because 2 days ago I saw it pull somebody over and arrest them. Ta-da! So there you go. Yeah, some advice for people. If you set an alarm clock, or your partner sets an alarm clock, that alarm clock will wake them up. You don't need to wake them up before the alarm clock's saying. You don't miss your alarm clock. Thick as shit, Mary. We have loads of accents, Tammy. We have Scousers, they're difficult. Glaswegians, they're difficult. Geordies, which is like Newcastle, that's quite difficult. We have a really funny one, which is brilliant. It's called the Black Country accent. It's not racist. And it's like Birmingham area. They don't talk like that. All ever talking like that. Like Ozzy Osbourne does a little bit, but a little bit more stupid. Go on, Nick. All right, Dave. Do you want a cup of soup? I'd love a cup of soup. And then Lucy Luxor, she's like from like Somerset, which is like my tractor. Got a tractor down here. Being a tractor boy. We got loads of accents, haven't we? And then obviously Manchester, which is Oasis. And then us, Yorkshire, which we just sound thick as pig shit. We're like, we just sound thick. Thick. The best thing, if you go get a pen and a piece of paper and you can write this down, because this is well worth watching for those of you who are not British, because in Britain everybody knows about it. We've totally finished watching this. She's a pirate, yeah. I'm going out on the 7 seas. So write this down. Shannon and Karen Matthews. Okay? So this little girl, and this is all where I live. This all happened where I live. And we had to watch this on TV every night for 3 months. It was horrific. To make us look like the most backwards people on the planet, right? So Karen Matthews is the mum, and she had a little child called Shannon Matthews. I think she was about 6 or 7, and she gave Shannon to her cousin, and they hid Shannon in her cousin's flat under a bed and said she'd been kidnapped for 3 months. And the world raised money for them, and really it was all a big setup. She went to jail for it, and it was all based on the Madeleine McCann story. I'm sure everybody realises what Madeleine McCann was, but Madeleine McCann was the child of this rich couple who were doctors, and the world raised millions and millions to find their child who got stolen and taken away while they're on holiday. So Karen Matthews thought, yes, I can raise money if we get our Shannon kidnapped. Okay, but the McCanns never went to jail, and they didn't even look after their child. They just went out on piss. But Shannon Matthews, his mum Karen, went to jail because she conned the public. It's a fine line between fucking looking after the rich and not looking after the poor. Anyway, every night, 6 o'clock news were on. There's an interview with Karen Matthews. Oh, what an absolute shit show. Yorkshire people sound thick anyway. We sound thick when we talk. But listening to another person on the BBC get interviewed by someone with a BBC accent. Okay, Karen, could you tell me what your thoughts are on Shannon leaving her bear behind? And then Karen Matthews like, well, this is her favourite toy. She used to love this toy. It's got phlegm on it and spag. And she didn't flush the bog before she went missing. Like, oh, fuck. We sound like dopey bastards. And then people started driving around the estate to point at houses. We do sound thick as shit, we do. Love it. There's a lot of people who come from Yorkshire, especially come from our estates, put on a fake accent. Yeah, put on a fake accent so they don't sound like they're from here. Oh, I'm never going to get home. These traffic lights are killing me today. I saw Joe the nanny drive on the streets you have taken us on. Who's Joe the nanny? Posh accent. Well, yeah, they do put on a posh accent. My grandma was posh. She was proper posh though. She was like, get out the best sauces, we've got a guest. Like, okay, what the fuck does that mean? And she used to have a Saab, right? I don't know if Saabs are sold all over the world, right? But it's like this really, really ugly car that posh people used to drive. And she didn't used to say, could you put this in the car for me? She used to go, darling, could you put my satchel in the Saab, please. Like, in the what? In the Saab. I'm like, what? You what? The Saab. What do you mean? Put it in the car, for fuck's sake. Okay. She was, no, not putting it on posh though, she was posh, right? She wasn't Mrs. Bucket, she was proper posh, and she used to travel around the world and then come back and show us videos of where she'd been, which seemed exciting then because people didn't do videos, and she had like a full-on BBC camera, like the size of the front of my car. And somebody used to carry on, she was like, hey, do me a favour, just carry my camera and video this. Once she went to Africa and she brought back a video of a tribe burning their dead people. She's like, oh, it's so beautiful. It's it's such a lovely tradition, and they celebrate this because and they burn them in front of the sun. And my mum were like, kids, do you really want to watch this? I'm like, fuck yeah, mum. I stopped playing football for it. I'm like, started going out. Kevin, come here. My grandma's got a video of some black people burning other black people in front of the sun. Come and have a look at it. It was so random. It was when people didn't know shit about anything. Well, by the end of the day, Alt Street were like, look at this shit. Don't watch BBC. We're like, are they real people, Grandma? Look at you, that guy's got a plate in his face. Like, yeah, that's a real thing. Grass skirts. And people with spears. It was like a different planet, like it never been found before. My grandma on holiday with David Attenborough. I've just been to Portugal. You had Portugal then? It was like, where? Portugal. Like, it's near Spain. Like, well, it can't be famous. So like, oh, it's beauty. It's untouched Portugal. And Yugoslavia. I'm like, why did people go on holiday to Yugoslavia? It's like, it's beautiful. I'm like, what's there? She went, it's beautiful. I'm like, no, what is there though in Yugoslavia? She went, well, there's these long windy roads that go up in hills, and it's beautiful. I'm like, Grandma, it sounds terrible. She went, well, you better like it because I brought you back a t-shirt that says I love Yugoslavia on it. I'm like, really? Won't be wearing that. I had a t-shirt from all over the world. I love Venice, I love Italy, I love Yugoslavia, I love Portugal, I love South Africa. Like, really? Honestly, I had them all. I like Blackpool. There we go. Anyway, I'm tired out and I'm going to bed for a bit. Mary's at work. Baby Jesus is in hospital. I'm going to have a nap and set my alarm clock for about 2 hours time, and then I'm going to head back. For those of you who are regulars on the channel, here is the village. Here's the traditional drive through the village that everybody sees. I go in that bar there. If you do ever visit this village that I'm not going to name, I go in that bar there. When it's open, it's not allowed to open anymore. Do you like Blackpool? No, fuck, nobody likes Blackpool, really. It's a right shithole, isn't it? It's a proper right shithole. I'm a Queenslander with a Maori missus. From where? Wanganui. Is it? Is that what's it called? What is it called? Wanganui. I fucking want to visit Wanganui. That's the greatest name for a place on the planet. Wanganui. Wanganui. How do you pronounce it? We need to go to Wanganui, everybody. Party at Wanganui's house. Wanganawi! Wanganawi! That is a great name for a place. I've never heard that place before, but that is well good. There's a place in Yorkshire called Wet Wang, which it's a shit place, but I have a deep feeling for Wet Wang. Wet Wang! My work commute is 6.4 kilometres. Car doesn't even heat up by the time I get to work. Party in Wangana! Right, everybody, have a good day. Amen. Love you all. Stay safe.